Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More. We're back at the liquor store I just bought 2 days ago. And in the last video, we talked about how much I paid for the real estate, but not the actual liquor store business. So we're going to talk more about that today. Still have a wonderful neighbor who I have not figured out much on that yet. That might be a future video. I think that used to be an old Wiener Schnitzel building. But here is our liquor store. And so we have a lot of work to do. I don't think this store has been doing very well because the owner gave us basically no sales information. Not basically, they gave us no sales, no expense information, nothing at all. So we definitely want to redo things a little bit inside. I know in my last video people talked about making it half convenience store, half restaurant. We don't want to go crazy. We don't want to do anything like that. Maybe in the future, but for now, we definitely want to add snacks and different goods and different things. But we also want to make it more inviting and a better liquor store. And so this is 2 or 3 blocks away from the University of Northern Colorado, a pretty large college in Greeley. They're the UNC Bears that are blue and gold for their colors. So that's something we could implement here too, because it has zero effort to attract college students right now. There's no signs, there's no flags, there's just nothing. So that's something we can do. This used to be a really big college liquor store back in the day. Not anymore. And then there's furniture all over. The layout's kind of strange. So we're going to have a lot of work to do, but the tricky part is figuring out what work to do now and how much to redo, how far to go, what exactly to do. Because there's a lot of other work that goes into this as well, like getting the liquor license transferred over, which can take a while. Getting bank accounts set up, getting the sale transferred over, which is complete now. Figuring out employees, figuring out management, figuring out products, vendors. There's a lot to do. So luckily I have my manager at my other liquor store helping with that. But there's still a lot more that we're working on and trying to get going here. So you can see there's a lot of inventory here. There's a lot of stuff here. It's much larger than my other liquor store, way larger. And people were saying, I can't believe you bought this without knowing sales, without having any information, unless you just got it for a steal. Now, for those of you who know me and know how I buy real estate and do different things, I wouldn't have bought it either unless I got it for a steal and knew I was coming in with quite a bit of equity. So I paid $910,000 for the building. I don't know if I said that last time. It's for sale for $999,000. We got under contract for $950,000. The appraisal came in at $900,000. Then we negotiated the price for the real estate down to $910,000. So I pretty much paid market value for this property as far as the real estate goes. The property's in really good condition actually as far as systems. Has a metal roof, HVAC, plumbing, electrical, all that. Coolers in really good shape. I paid $100,000 for everything else. Everything you see here except the horse in the very beginning, all the inventory, all the shelving, all the coolers, all of that was $100,000. And so we didn't actually finalize that deal today, so it was not talking about all of the details until I got that done. That's finalized, and now we've got to figure out what to name it, which I have an idea on. In fact, I might have already gotten a website and a tax ID and stuff for my name, but we can always change it or change it to doing business as, and we'll talk about that here soon. We are trying to get vendors set up, all that switched over, but that's difficult because we've got to get the liquor license switched over, which means submitting an application to the city. They review it, then they send it to the state, they review it. Before I got temporary liquor licenses while all that was happening. But the owner here said they really won't give us a temporary one, but then I found on their website they did say they gave temporary ones, so we'll see how that goes. But the process to get the entire liquor license transferred over can take months or even a year, but the owner's willing to let us operate under his current license until we get all that done, get that worked out. Hopefully we can get just a temporary one and we won't have to go that route there. They're also helping us out a little bit after the sale as far as, there's some real wishy-washy, who pays for what, when does this get paid, who pays the vendors when you have a situation like this. So They're helping out with that. And then we've met one employee, that's it. They are still open. It is still operating. I'm meeting a couple of other employees tonight. So again, we've been in the dark on a lot of this stuff. So I have not put the option of closing for a little bit off the table, depending on how all this goes. So far we're open, so far we're operating, but again, depending on how it goes, meeting with employees and everything else, there's a chance we might close for a little bit, then reopen again. And then it's also the question of, well, when do we change the name of the store? When do we do a lot of the other work if we don't have the liquor license approved? Or, what if there's a chance it doesn't get approved? I think it should. I don't think there should be an issue there since I already have one. You're allowed to have 3 liquor licenses in Colorado for liquor stores. That changes in the upcoming years. You can have more. But it's very limited on how and who can have a liquor license. But since I already have one, seems like they should approve me for another one. And I could be wrong. We'll hopefully get everything done correctly and they won't have any issues there. So, that's what we're doing right now. We're thinking of all kinds of different ideas to improve the store, from painting it different colors, from adding murals, to removing all the furniture, to removing counters, adding more counter space. It's kind of strange in the front how it has 2 separate counters right now. Stuff is kind of laid out all over the place in the store and not very organized, I don't feel like, in some ways. So we're thinking about different ways to do that. It has this huge walk-in cooler. Some people said we could make a beer cave walk-in cooler for customers, which we certainly could do as well. Right now we have enough space on the shelves for everything, so I don't know if we need that, but it might just be cool to have anyway, so we could do that too. There's a lot we're thinking about and trying to do and work on. We're also thinking about what to do on the outside, right? Do we paint the whole thing? Do we change colors? One thing, there's so many windows. There's windows everywhere. Well, a lot of the liquor vendors will give you signs, will give you swag, will give you stuff to promote their goods. And so we might be able to get stuff just to put in all those windows advertising different brands and different things, which a lot of other liquor stores do as well. So that could be something that helps. You can see they have some right now, but there could be a lot more. And really, it might even make it a little more secure, a little, I don't know, just look a little more like other liquor stores if you just plaster the windows with advertisements. We'll see. We definitely need some more signs. We'll have to redo a bunch of the signs based on the new name. And that's something else we'll think about in the future. The for sale sign is gone now. This is a video from the other day. So that's nice. And then we could put some stuff on the sign too, like under new ownership, who knows, all kinds of stuff there. So the new name for right now is Big Bear Liquors. And we'll see how it goes. We'll see how this works. But for right now, we've got our hands full working on all the other stuff. And I still am trying to figure out a good POS system. I've thought about maybe Corona. I've heard that one might be good. So there's a lot to think about. I've had mixed feedback from Big Bear Liquors as a name. Some people absolutely love it. Some people think it's a bit ridiculous when you think about it too much. But for a college town, a liquor store close to the college, I think it might be a good fit. And then we could put a big picture of a bear somewhere in here, and the UNC Bears or the college, so it might work out. All right, there's an update. Let me know what you think. We'll have much more coming up soon. It'll be interesting to see what our sales actually are when we get some of that data coming in.